What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Music NFT podcast. Brock and Aaron back at it again with another episode. Jai can no longer be with us tonight. No longer. He can't be with us tonight. But I'm sure he'll be back next week. We hope.
So he says.
So it's just the boys tonight, Brock and Az, just running you through, what's been going on in the music NFT space this week. Maybe in the last couple of weeks, things that we've seen, articles that we've read, launches that have happened that kind of have taken our eye, and we just want to share our thoughts on them with you. So here we go, hopping right into it. I think a good one to start off with is Soundxyz. You guys have heard us talk about this for a while now. If you're a fan of the pod, it's a great platform for artists to launch music NFTs. It's a platform for you to collect music NFTs.
It's the premier platform.
Yeah, it's one of the big dogs for sure. And they've recently launched an app, a mobile app. And in the app, you're able to, discover new artists. You're able to play your songs that you've collected. You're able to build playlists with your songs, all kinds of things. And I think, maybe a year ago, we were asking the question, once you have the music NFT, what can you actually do with it? You can't really do much with it unless you want to play it in your browser. And finally, we're seeing these applications where, you are able to listen to the music NFTs that you've collected in your car, in your AirPods, on your morning stroll to get your coffee. So that's really exciting to see them develop that and push it out.
I agree. It is it was the biggest issue leading into probably the back end of last year. Is everyone was like, what the hell do we do with these NFTs that we've just collected? And you're slowly seeing, I think we probably had another article that just dropped as well, or another project that just dropped that you just linked me to as well, called Spore, where you can plug in your music NFT and then use it. Like, the easiest way to explain it is the Kanye West remixing machine that he released with Donda. So there's more and more people letting you activate your music NFTs, letting you use them, letting you access them. I mean, playing a music NFT in your car, mate, it's all happening. Vibes are high.
That's what you want. And yeah, that Spore NFT app thing that has just come out, I'm seeing everyone talk about it because, yeah, it's such a cool use case for your NFT where you can just load it in and you can, remix your music NFT, for instance. Like, it's really, really cool. And yeah, the fact that where I feel like this is kind of like picked up at a pace where, like, we're past minting a music NFT and creating music NFT, and now we're getting to like the real world cases, how we can use them, how we can utilize them, how we can celebrate them, which is really, really cool. That's what we want to do. It's why we love music.
Well, it's kind of the people in the space now are asking, it's not about collectors, it's not about traders, it's about solving real world problems, finding real world use cases. So these are the next steps that we need to be taking, creating ways to listen, creating ways to edit, play, tamper. There's a few things going around. It's like, when is music going to have its mid journey moment, its AI moment, where it's you click and you can create music. All these things are going to be happening in Web3 and more. And it's slow going, but it's exciting. Always, every day.
100%. The next one that we want to cover is an article that I saw on NFT Evening about Willow Smith, obviously the daughter of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. She was the first artist. She made history by being the first ever artist to receive an NFT plaque from the RIAA, which is the Recording Institute and Association of America. So basically, it's honoring her 4 platinum singles, and it's kind of hard to, I guess, like, wrap my head around why they would have done it, or like what this kind of
Why they picked Willow.
why they picked Willow. My guess is that she is maybe like an artist who has expressed her interest in it. I personally don't follow Willow, so I don't know if she's a bit. I haven't heard her name go around in the space, but basically it's like an NFT plaque, and she's made the artwork on it so that it updates as her singles get like certified platinum, something like that, which sounds cool. And you know, those updating artworks for NFTs when certain events, life events happen, is something that's really cool, especially for a collector. So you know, it'd be cool to like have some, like, I can't imagine why Willow wouldn't have something where you could maybe like sell a couple of like limited edition plaques that have that artwork update as well. Like that'd be really cool for a Willow fan, if you could own that kind of artwork in your house, and you know, one day you wake up and it's a different artwork, or like the whole thing's changed color. You're like, oh fuck yeah, Willow's gone platinum.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of introducing tech to these kind of things, is you can evolve. And I think we talked about in the early episodes of the podcast where the artworks were changing with the time of the day or the time of the year. That this is really where you can kind of take advantage and allow just off a picture on your wall. And I think, you know, we talked a lot about the metaverse early on, and everyone seems to have like pumped the brakes on that a little bit, but it's still, you know, Apple's about to release their VR headset. So there's things like these plaques that you can bring with you into those kind of spaces. And really, the more and more, like the further we move along, the well between current reality and AR, maybe not VR as quickly as we might have hoped, but AR definitely will be, you know, things like that where you can have that plaque. You just have your glasses on and it's like, oh, the wall that was white because you can't paint it because you're living in someone else's house, you can put all your favorite art up there that you own, or your favorite NFTs up there that you own. So those kind of things, I think over time, next 5 to 10 years will slowly allow us to do, you know, those kind of cheeky little things that update with tech and over time with milestones, which is great, especially for musicians because they have so many, you know, the whole musician's career is full of milestones.
Well, it's like, wouldn't it be cool, you know, you own like, let's say, like in my head, I'm thinking of like a digital photo frame basically with like your NFT on it. And so say it's a Willow NFT, and it's one morning you wake up and there's like dates on it. It's like she's just announced her world tour and it has all the dates on it on the NFT.
That's
like,
it.
That kind of stuff would be so cool. It's just like a way to like, you own something of that artist in your home, and then it's like, yeah, boys, let's make something. Because yeah, that'd be like super cool. You know, it's like direct to the consumer. It's not like you post on social and hope that it reaches that audience. It's like direct to that fan who's bought that item, and it just like updates continuously. I think would be really, really cool.
I agree. Yeah, you don't have to go. Yeah, you're not looking for information on that artist because it's already part of your digital frame that you've purchased from them with their artwork in it.
Yeah. Brock said something interesting just before. He said the metaverse is dead. You heard it here first. Brock, in quotations, the metaverse is dead.
But the brakes on
it. Well, someone who didn't pump the brakes is Steve Aoki, the famous electronic DJ. Steve Aoki has launched a metaverse music player with relics. It's like a jukebox basically that you can have with you or like import into your world in Decentraland, which is one of the I guess metaverse worlds that you can kind of play around in. And yeah, you can load up your music NFTs, start playing them in your own worlds. You could possibly bring them into other worlds and have like these parties, a little DJ set with your mates around the jukebox in Decentraland.
Well, this covers that question we raised probably 6 months ago, where it was people DJing in Decentraland or people DJing in Sandbox, and there being a point where it's like, how are we counting these streams? How are you counting streams on live streams and things like that? How are you counting that monetary value. And this is a really good way. It's like if he's providing you a jukebox or a player to bring with you into the metaverse, then that's counting plays. That's it's a way to, it's a vehicle in which to count plays, and that's cool. That's going to help monetize. Very cool.
Any things that you saw this week, Brocky?
No, I have been very quiet this week, so I thank you very much for doing a lot of legwork.
The space has been in like a really weird spot we were just talking about before. It's like things are kind of up, things are down. There's a couple of bad actors in the space at the moment, just like taking people's money. It's a bit of the Wild West at the moment. I mean, it always was the Wild West, but it's Wild West at the moment.
Yeah, something I had noticed this week is attitudes are very low in the space. Like a lot of the music leaders, the Violetters, the Raisers, those kind of people are posting a lot of positivity content, trying to, raise everyone's spirits a little bit. There has been one major rug where a person's apparently faked having cancer for over a year to get a bunch of influencers to post about her NFTs. And it's taken them roughly 69 ETH. I mean, that's nothing really in comparison to other massive wallet siphons or other, big grifts. But 69 is still, nothing to choke at, essentially. Buy a Bored Ape there for you if you want. But it's to have these kind of things happening in the third, fourth, fifth year, is now starting to, I suppose, weigh on everyone a little bit more than it was previously, because now you're grifting against the people that have been building and have been working hard in the space more so than the fly-by-nighters. So I will take another little hit. I've noticed a lot of the altcoins have been hit hard this week, and that's, I think, primarily due to Pepe, the Pepe madness of the last 30 days. Everyone believing that Pepe was going to go to the moon, and then it just did what it would every other moon boy coin has done, is it hits a peak and then slowly fades away to zero. So it's little things like that are just killing it. But as I was saying as well to Aaron, it's still the same space. Like there's still people who are winning. Architect that we had on before, I just was looking at a couple of his posts this week. He's still selling NFTs, or the main players are still selling NFTs. They've got their own fan bases because they spent those early days, instead of creating 10,000 piece PFP collections, they were creating 20-piece music NFT collections and built up their fan base from 0 to a couple thousand, and they've got those dedicated fans that buying their stuff. So it's not necessarily just about what the crypto space looks like or what the NFT space looks like. It's about building a community, as we always say. And if you do that, you'll have collectors.
100%.
But I think that's it for me.
That's it from us. Just a quickie this week. Thanks for listening. As always, we love you guys. Make sure to rate, review, subscribe. Hit us up in the DMs if there's anything you want to talk about. We'd love to have you on the potty and just riff if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, that is us for another week, and we'll be back next week. Catch you then.
See ya.